Hello and welcome to Your Choice 2020 primary election coverage, coming to you live from HOMTV studios right here in Meridian Township. I'm your host, Ava Bratz, and this evening is probably the most pinnacle time for not only the candidates, but also the community. Everyone here at HOMTV comes together, socially distanced of course, to keep you up to date on what's happening in Meridian Township as this 2020 primary election comes to a close tonight. Joining me on air tonight will be Township Manager Frank Walsh near all the action, providing us with the result updates and live interviews with Township leaders.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Frank Walsh. I'm the Township Manager. I'll be joining Ava tonight to bring you the results. But we have a lot more than just results tonight. We have information about a whole number of things, including what's happening with the farmers market. We have our new canine unit here and so much more. It's going to be an exciting night here in Meridian Township.
Thank you, Frank. We will be checking in with you throughout the night. And to everyone watching online, wherever you may be, we thank you for inviting us into your home and making HOMTV a part of your night as we watch the results come in together. Our team of reporters will be out in the field tonight with candidate interviews and project updates. We will be connecting with them via Zoom later on. We now go to Meridian Township Manager Frank Walsh for a discussion on voter turnout with Meridian Township Clerk Brett Dreyfus. Frank?
Thank you, Ava. We're here with our clerk, Brett Dreyfus, who's been on the Township Board for 12 years, 4 as a trustee, 8 as a clerk. Let's talk about voter turnout. What have you seen, Clerk Dreyfus?
So as predicted, we had a very, very large AV turnout, absentee voter ballot turnout. So we mailed out, combined us with the state of Michigan, mailed out 29,700, these are rough numbers, 29,700 AV apps to basically every voter just about in Meridian Township. And we've issued 13,270 ballots, AV ballots, that's an all-time record. And we've received back 10,000, close to 11,000, 10,940 ballots have been returned for an 83% return rate on AV ballots.
And thank you so much, Frank. We'll be back to you in just a bit. Now we get to see behind the scenes with reporter Gabby Malta, who was outside the voting precinct earlier today, asking voters about how they felt after their in-person voting experience and why they chose to vote in person during a pandemic. I'm Gabby Malta here at Kenowa Middle School, where Precinct 7 voters cast their ballot. I had the opportunity to ask voters today why they came out to vote instead of doing absentee. Here's what they had to say.
I don't believe in absentee. I love to come in and physically make my choices and also get a feel for who's coming out and exercising their right to vote.
I just like to hear my ballot go down in the box to see for myself that it's in there. A little bit of it is tradition. It's just the way we've always done it. I think absentee ballot, I've done it in the past and it serves its purpose when I haven't been able to do it in person, but I just prefer doing it in person.
Now that's just what some voters had to say after leaving the polls. Stay tuned to Your Choice 2020 primary election night coverage for the latest election results. I'm Gabby Malta, Precinct 7, HOMTV. And as we switch gears back to the primary election, we now go to Frank Walsh to give us a breakdown of the Meridian Township precincts. Frank, what can you tell us about the voting districts in the township?
Thank you, Ava. We do have 20 precincts, voting precincts in Meridian Township. Some of those are combined. We have two precincts at a number of locations. But just to give you some idea of the neighborhoods and the precincts, if you take a look at the number of absentee ballots that were returned, by far the largest return in precinct was number 17. And the 17th precinct is over off of Hewlett. That would include the neighborhoods of the Oaklands Preserve and the Meadows and the Sanctuary and Champion Woods. And next to that would be Precinct 20, which would be White Hills Lakes, Everett Farms, and Precinct 20. 700 ballots returned there, 914 and 17. Precinct 7 with almost 700 ballots returned, absentee ballots. That's the Shoals and Ponderosa neighborhoods. And Precinct 4 right there with 677 returned. Precinct 8, which is Forest Hills and Cornell Woods, had a return of 665 ballots. Those out of the 1920 precincts that we have, those are the largest returns in absentee ballots that we have. So those are the key precincts that we'll want to hear from later on in this evening to really know where we're at. They'll be the bellwether of this election. So that's where we are with the precincts and the neighborhoods that encompass those precincts.
And we're going to drop into Frank's office for a little bit. He's got some number updates for us. Frank, tell us something good.
84 to 16% so far. It's early. There's another 13,000 votes to come, but that's where we are so far with our first results of the evening.
All right, we're going to interrupt that real quick. We have Home TV's Connie Rabbani live with Dan Opsmer. Connie?
I'm in Okemos here with Democratic candidate running for Township Trustee Dan Opsmer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Great to be with you guys.
That's awesome. So what made you want to run for a second term?
Well, it's been an honor to serve the community the last 3.5 years, and we've accomplished a great deal. But we still have a lot of outstanding items in terms of implementing what we've accomplished thus far, like the 10-year road plan. We're in year one of that. And seeing our 10-year plan deploy from the pension system through, that'll conclude in 2027. And we have 3 projects in downtown Hazlet and downtown Okemos that I would say through to completion.
All right, we asked the Ingham County Clerk candidates how they think the election process will evolve over the next couple of years and why voting makes an impact on the community. Here's what they said.
So as a result of the passage of Proposal 3 in 2018, voters no longer need a reason to vote by absentee ballot. It's a wonderful change that was brought by grassroots voters ballot initiative. Therefore, however, we have been seeing an increase, a steady increase in voting by absentee ballot.
I believe we're going towards absentee. That's going to be the biggest one right now especially in the times that we're in with the pandemic that's going on. Absentee is going to be a big one for this upcoming election.
We'd like to thank you on behalf of Home TV for tuning in for Your Choice 2020 primary election coverage. A special thank you also to Frank Walsh and all of our crew members who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. I'm Eva Bratz, and it has been a pleasure spending the evening with you watching the polls roll in together. Be sure to stay up to date with all things Meridian Township related by following us on social media and our website, HOMTV.net. Have a great night, Meridian, and happy election season.